everybody and welcome back to my channel. In this video we had the brand new Huda Beauty foundation. I'm gonna be trying this foundation and gonna show you how it looks like through the day. I'm gonna be wearing it for many hours. I'm not sure if I'm gonna wear it for the 10 hours that it says that it lasts in here in the website, or I'm gonna wear it for 12 hours. We'll just see. But for sure, we're gonna show you a work test of this foundation and application, how it looks recently applied and how it looks through the day. And here's the component of this foundation. This is the box. It comes in this beautiful black box with the Huda Beauty sign. As always, I ended up getting mine in the shade 230 and Macadamian, which again, I picked it up online. It is really hard to pick up foundations online, but I try my best. I hope that this one works. And the actual name of this foundation is Faux Filter. I think that's how you say it. Faux Filter Skin Finish. And this is a buildable formula, so you can have a very light or very full cover. It says that it has a natural finish and it's for all skin types. So far, every review in Sephora, it is a 5-star. Everybody is really liking this product, so we start good. It's promising. I also picked up the old version of this foundation. Let's call it the first foundation that they launched, and I ended up getting in the same shade 230, and I hope that is a good match for me. Otherwise, we have two foundations here that are not good for me. I hope that it is. I know that they walk away from the fragrance of this foundation, which is a really good thing. That's why I never picked up this foundation before, because the fragrance, I am not a fan of fragrance. It gives me headaches. And talking about the new foundation, here is the component of this foundation. It is a very pretty stick foundation, and it opens like a lipstick. Let me show you how much product this has. This is how much product it comes in the actual vessel. It comes with 12.5 grams of product or 0.44 ounces, and we have 12 months to use it. Again, it's a stick foundation. Normally they are kind of like similar to 1 ounce fluid foundation, so it is a little less product in here than in a fluid foundation. But I think since this is a light to full cover foundation, some days you might use it light, some days you use a little more, and it's gonna last you a decent amount of time still. And if you're interested in see a side-by-side comparison of these two formulas, let me know and I will gladly make that video. In this launch, we also have a brand new primer. I don't know if Huda Beauty had another primer before, but will be my first primer from the brand. This is the Water Jelly Hydrating Primer. It is $33. One of the things that I don't like about Huda Beauty, and that is something that I hope that they change soon, like very soon. These plastic containers, I do not like them. I thought this product was gonna be glass, and it's not. It's plastic, but it seems like a very thick, durable plastic. Hopefully this won't break anytime soon. It has a 35 milliliters or 1.8 fluid ounces of product. This is basically a hydrating primer. It says that it will help you to create a perfect canvas for your makeup. You need to let it dry or absorb by the skin for 30 to 60 seconds before you actually apply your foundation. So you have to wait about a minute. I ordered everything directly from Huda Beauty and then sent me this free little sample. This is the Huda Beauty Skin Balm, and this is in the shade Blush. I will be definitely using this too. If you're new here, you don't know this, but I always try my first impressions of foundations, or my first try on my review, long day review foundations. I always try it with my Hourglass Veil Primer. So what am I gonna do, since I have this brand new one here and I still wanna try and let you know what I think about it, especially because I'm gonna be comparing it with something that I really like. I'm gonna be applying half and half. Let's do the Huda Beauty primer in my left side. It feels very hydrating and glowy. Let it dry for a little bit. I'm gonna be applying my primer, my veil, in my right side. Just by the primer, half of my face looks very different than the other one already. This primer is very glowy, very juicy, very hydrating, very sticky. This one is velvety, juicy, and soft. I don't know, I like more this kind of primer, the velvety, very blurring situation primer, than the sticky ones. most likely. Depends on the foundation that I'm gonna be applying. So we'll just see which side lasts longer or better, because it's supposed to last for 10 hours at least. So we'll just see. I'm gonna be using their brush Face Buff and Blend, and it's this kind of like angular kabuki brush. I definitely like how compact it is, and it's still a little sticky. There is many ways that we can apply this. We can put it directly in our skin, or we can put it in the brush. So I'm gonna apply directly to my skin. Ooh, that color, it looks a little dark. Maybe no. Let's blend it. Okay, it's not horrible. Yeah, I like it. I like it. So far, I like it. Now let's use it in the side that I don't have their primer and see how it looks right out of the bag. This side I need a little more cover because I have blemishes and things. So maybe I have to go back in this one and add more cover. Let's see how much cover I need here. Even though I don't mind if my blemishes show a little bit, I'm not like covering 100% every single time. Because again, I still don't want to look like I have thousands and thousands of makeup. Okay, I blended a little bit to my neck. I cannot get too close to here because then my shirt is gonna get dirty. But I blended the most I can to make it look a little more seamless. I can still see my blemishes. Let's try to cover it more and see how that looks like. Just around here. I mean, if we go straight forward with the color, yeah, it covers. Much better. Much better. You can see the difference on the foundation where I have my veil and where I have their new primer. This is this primer. This is this primer right here. You can see that this side is more matte, 100% more matte than this side. This side here is dewy, juicy, beautiful, and this side is matte. So far we can see if you have more of dry skin and you like that dewiness, you will definitely like this combination here. If you have more oily skin, I think you will like this combination more. If you don't want to look dewy, we'll sure see later how this performs. Hopefully they still look as good as now, but if they don't, then we'll decide which primer we will use with these foundations, or also depends how long I'm gonna wear the foundation for. Today is like I'm wearing it all day, so hopefully it lasts good and I don't look like fantastic and horrible or horrible and fantastic. I said the same thing. See, I like my bell. Horrible and fantastic. For now, I'm just gonna put my makeup and I'm gonna come back and show you how my makeup looks for the day. And this is how my makeup looked after I apply all my makeup in top of this foundation. One thing that I forgot to mention while I was applying the foundation, it is how amazing it applied in top of my nose. It was amazing. I always had such a hard time with my nose, and this time today, not a problem at all. I'm like impressed. I'm very impressed and pleased with this foundation. I don't see the foundation emphasizing any dry areas, any lines, any skin marks or any acne. It looks super pretty. I am so pleased of how this looks. Just recently applied. I really like it. As you noted, I didn't really apply much in my lips. I put in top of my Tasha lip product, which I never remember the name, the Kisu lip mask. I apply in top of that this Huda Beauty Slick Balm, and in the shade Blush, but I don't see much shade on it. It's very similar to what I was already having on my lip, and it feels very similar. When this rubs up, I'm only gonna apply this one and see if they're very similar, because to me so far it feels like they are. I don't know if this is gonna hydrate the lips the same way that this one does. This one is magnificent product. I actually already ordered another one of this from Tasha. They had a sale of 20% off, so I go ahead and order it because I literally don't have any already, and the Sephora VIP sale is at the end of this month, so I just go ahead and use the 20% off from Tasha. But anywho, see, we're talking about this foundation, and so far I'm very impressed. I like how it looks everywhere. I like how it blended, even though it's not my skin color. The foundation is not a perfect match for me. It still doesn't look patchy, or it's not emphasizing anywhere in my lines or anything weird, and it covered my nose beautifully, which is very rare. Let's come back in a few hours and see how this foundation looks like, probably at the mark of 5 hours or so, and then we'll come back at the end of the day to see how the foundation looks like, how my makeup's holding. Again, everything that I have on my face right now is down there in the description box, so if you wanna take a look at what I wear in this makeup, with this makeup look, go ahead down there and look at the products. And this is how my foundation looks like after 5 hours of application. I just reapplied the Huda Beauty Sleek Balm in the shade Blush, again because obviously I ate it when I had my lunch earlier today. But talking about the foundation, looking at the mirror, it looks pretty much similar how it was looking when I had recently applied it. It has a couple of things that are looking different. Not in the bad sense, everything is expected for my combo skin. I have a little bit of oil peeking through here, and I have a little bit of accumulation of the foundation in my nostrils. That happens to me a lot. And I also have a little bit of wearing of my nostril foundation area there because I blow my nose after my very spicy lunch. They claim the foundation can last until 10 hours. So we are gonna come back at 10 hours and see how this foundation looks like. Again, I am not gonna touch out the foundation whatsoever because I wanted to see how it will perform by itself. So we'll be back in 10 hours. All right, people, we are here 11 hours later. I meant to come in 10 hours time, but I was talking to a friend and time flew. And it has been 11 hours since I applied this foundation. Let's take a look at it. As you see, all the oils are coming out pretty much everywhere. Like everywhere in my face, all the oils are out. Even in areas that I normally don't get oily, I am oily today. So I also don't see any difference between these two primers. My face looks basically the same in both areas, even though at the beginning the Huda Beauty primer was showing me more glowy and more youthful appearance for the beginning, but then both of them start looking the same way. Sorry for my finger. The foundation is completely separated from my nose in this area, and not only that area, this area too. But I haven't lost any cover, which is kind of like weird. It's like basically the foundation is letting all my oils peeking through very easily. But besides that, I mean, actually, the foundation doesn't look too bad. It's a weird situation. I'm gonna make it very clear. It's a weird situation. For my conclusion, I think you just definitely need to touch up your makeup at the 6 hour mark. 100% if you want to last it. If you want the foundation to last for 10 hours. Like, yeah. Because right now, it is oily to the hill. And I wore a mask earlier today. I only lost a little bit of cover of my bridge of my nose, but besides that, I didn't lose any cover on the sides of my face because of the mask, and that is really, really good. So my conclusion is basically, if you had dry skin and you had normal skin, you are absolutely going to love the foundation. This is one of the foundations that is gonna look so flawless on you. If you don't have any oils coming out and messing with your makeup, you're gonna definitely love it. And if you have combination skin like mine or oily skin, I don't think this foundation is good for oily skin. Just to be honest, this is the first time that I really straightforward say no, use the foundation if you have oily skin. It doesn't control the oils whatsoever. But if you have combination skin like mine, you definitely 100% need to touch out the foundation. Don't think you're gonna go with the 10 hours without touching out, because you're gonna end up looking like this. But I'm pretty sure this foundation is gonna look very nice if you touch it up at the mark of 5 or 6 hours and then wear it for another 4 or 5 hours more. You're gonna be very happy with the result of that touch up. Because again, it doesn't rub out of the face, it just will take away the oils. We will try that right now just to show you how that will look like. I have some blurry papers here, but any blurry paper will work for this. So I'm just gonna grab a couple of them because I know I'm gonna need a couple of them to be able to remove this much oil. And this also is not the right time to do this. This will be much efficient if you do it when the foundation is start getting oily. But as you see, there is no makeup in this, it's just oil, which is really good. It's a good sign. This is how my face looks like after I use the blurring papers. I still will give it 8 out of 10 to this foundation, and I'm giving it a high rating because there is not many foundations that you can do light cover to full cover. There is not that many. It's either light to medium or medium to full. And this one will give you any coverage that you really want. It looks just so flawless when you apply it. So I definitely give it a high rate because of that. And I also deducted a couple of points because I look super oily at the end of the day. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope that this video was informative and entertaining for you. And if you like this video, please consider subscribe to my channel. I love to make high-end makeup beauty videos and a little bit of fashion. So if that's your cup of tea, please consider subscribe to my channel. Also, give a big thumbs up to this video. Comment me down below what you think about this foundation. Are you gonna pick it up or you are like, okay, no, never mind, I don't need that. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!